two-time elected mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu, got arrested by the Turkish police just 2 days ago. Charges against him was he was supporting Kurdish separatists and he had received millions of dollars of bribes. Plus his degree was confiscated, which was need to contest Turkish election. Anyway, he was main rival to President Erdogan and he was going to contest election in next coming 2 years. He was receiving his candidacy this Sunday, but unfortunately things got turned around. Hence, entire country is right now in mess. Whole country is protesting. Entire country is in chaos. People are chanting dictator Erdogan. Get out. You don't deserve to rule the country. Plus, we already know Turkey is facing severe economic crisis. Their currency lira got devalued insanely, which is currently equal to 2 Indian rupees. Earlier it used to be nearly around 40 Indian rupees just a decade ago. Plus poverty is rising insanely in Turkey. So why this country has reached into this such situation? People think that Erdogan is to be blamed for everything. But we think blame solely does not goes to him. Blame goes to earlier leader as well, including Atatürk. Atatürk was a great visionary who saved his country from Western powers in 1915 Gallipoli during First World War. He also liberated his country from Western power in early 1920s to save Ottoman Empire and later recreate it into Turkish Republic. He had great vision, great reforms. He carried out great passion. He gave a positive vision and positive image of Turkey to whole world. Entire world began mesmerizing Turkey for whatever activity was going on during Atatürk's time. But Atatürk made some huge mistakes. First and the biggest was his economics. He gave power to bureaucracy at insane level. That means bureaucracy was most powerful institution in the country. This bureaucracy stifles development of other people, market, which is needed for prosperity and safe living. And hence, many people remain poor and got disillusioned. So many people turned into hardline religious conservatism in the country. In this country, it was Islam. So many people become hardliners. Later, many of these bureaucrats had hardliner roots because they got educated, passed the exam and got recruited into it. And from here, the disaster began. Plus in 1950s, the Turkish military often used to go against ultra-secularism. They often used to push out ultra-secular government in favor of hardline religious government. And it always got support from the United States government. This was done precisely in order to countercheck the communist growth that was happening in Central Asia as well as in Caucasus, which has huge population of Turkish people. Post 1980, after Iranian Revolution, it had profound impact in Turkey. More conservatism began to arise in Turkey after Iranian Revolution. But this could have been countered by Turkey very well, and to some extent it had been. Yet, their one biggest blunder, that is keeping bureaucracy too powerful, and keeping the government too powerful made society hardliner. And hence, the hardline government began to impose hardline policy. Since mid 1990s, Erdogan was a perfect balancer. He used to balance both hardliner as well as hardcore liberals. He used to balance between the East and the West. He often used to say he's a member of NATO, he wants EU membership, yet at the same time he also advocated for membership into BRICS. He backstabbed Western countries as well as he equally backstabbed Eastern countries like Russia. Everything was working perfectly fine till he arrested Ekrem İmamoğlu. İmamoğlu is the only hope of the Turkish people left in the country, as he is protesting to reduce poverty, to reduce crime, to reduce disorder, to reduce misorder all across the nation. He wants to bring back old Turkey back. Yet, we believe this is not absolutely correct measure. He should instead say, bring the new Turkey. So, what India can learn from this entire episode? The biggest thing that India can learn from this entire episode is never ever become conservative. In this context, it is Hindu conservatism or hardline level. The more hardline you grow, the more loss you will have. Example, upper caste Hindu plus men saying that protect the society, protect the women, when the feminist backstabs them spectacularly. Especially in case of reservation and Ladli Behan Yojana. Religious people are the worst backstabbers of men in general. And hence, one day it will ultimately collapse. Just look what's happening in Turkey. The silence of United States is very concerning because just like in Romania, Turkey is following same modus operandi of suppressing dissent. Yes, India is also silent on this issue because Turkey often raises human right abuse issue in India alongside Germany and many other European countries. But yet India haven't schooled them back on suppressing anti-democracy voices. You may not agree with view of İmamoğlu, but he has no right to be arrested. This is not way to deal with the opposition. There are better way to deal with opposition. Let them contest election, let them lose. You will win ultimately. But seems like everything is getting hell out of loose in Turkey. Hopefully, we believe entire European continent, especially the NATO zone, embrace freedom, prosperity, liberty, and unity in the long term. Unfortunately, European continent is going rogue way and also going anti-America. And America must consider having harsh policy to destroy NATO if European country does not believe in freedom and instead lecture you on democracy. Hopefully, Elon Musk and Donald Trump is watching this situation. This is only 2 days into this chaos, and already months of chaos have been passed on in Romania. Let us see what happens next. Thank you. If you do like the video, do press like button, do press subscribe button, do press bell icon, and of course do comment and do share the video. to your loved ones.